Happy Friday, everybody. It's chamber check-in time. And today I have the pleasure of introducing Carrie Westergaard. She's the executive director with the Boise Convention and Visitors Bureau. Hi, Carrie.
Hi.
Hey, I look forward to talking with you and educating the listeners on what the Boise Convention and Visitors Bureau does, its mission, the value to this community. I'm so excited. You and I are team members here under with the chamber. And before we get to the BCVB discussion, I get to thank our series sponsor for these, Carrie. It's Delta Dental of Idaho. And as you know, Delta Dental of Idaho provides dental insurance benefits to Idahoans, families, individuals, small businesses, retirees, you name it. They do it with best in class service and benefit packages. They have a fun factoid here that I get to share. Are you ready? Here we go.
At Delta Dental of Idaho, we have three characteristics: simple, helpful, and trusted. We're simple because we understand the benefits and help you understand the benefits. We're helpful by providing the information that you need to get out to your employees. We're trusted because we've been around for over 50 years and will continue to be here.
Thank you, Delta Dental. And hi, Carrie. Happy Friday. How are you doing today?
Happy Friday. It's been a busy day. It's been good.
That's awesome. Well, for those who don't know what the Boise Convention and Visitors Bureau is, why don't you just get us a quick acquainted really quick on kind of the overall mission of the organization?
Absolutely. So we are the organization that we're called different things in different markets, but the destination marketing organization for the Boise metro area, which basically means that we market and promote and sell Boise as a destination to visitors and convention and sporting group travelers from around the world.
So when we see big sporting events coming to town, you were likely involved with inviting them here, correct?
Absolutely. Yes, we are the connection piece. On the most part, we have a team that goes out and will attract, work with these event planners from all over and attract them to decide and choose Boise as a destination for their event.
I would imagine that the vibrancy of downtowns across the nation are impacted by their visitors bureaus and convention and visitors bureaus because we have the Boise Center, we have hotels that have these convention spaces and different associations across the country. We want to invite them here to check out and create a vibrant downtown, right? Because the folks who come to these conventions go to our restaurants and nightlife and things like that, right?
Absolutely. It's such a great destination to sell. I mean, we're passionate about what we have here. We live here for a reason. We work here. We love what we do. And our downtown and our surrounding metro area has so much to offer. It's a huge attraction. I mean, one of the first questions, besides how do I get there, what's the air service or capacity like, which is great. The second question is, what can my attendees do? What can they do in their downtown? What's it like for them? And they're pleasantly surprised more and more, especially if they had not been here, once they get here and see all there is to do and how vibrant and active and relevant this community is.
I was talking to a retailer during Christmas and I asked them how business was doing. And they said, Paul, 70% of our business is from visitors. And I thought, I didn't really think about that, but that's so true.
It is true. I mean, that's the great thing about what we do is that we're attracting visitors here that will come and really impact our area significantly in the economy. Over 1 million typically a year travelers will come through here, either visiting friends and family, coming on their own vacation, or they're coming for a specific purpose or event or meeting. Or business, reason. But that's who's coming here and they're spending their money and they're really helping us and the businesses here sustain themselves by, being stewards of their business, which is great. The restaurants, like you said, the shops, the attractions, it's the hotels. Really, there's a lot to offer here.
There's a big ripple effect
Mhm.
when you bring a conference and convention of any size, really. So tell me about the history of the Convention and Visitors Bureau. When did it begin?
Okay, sure. Well, like a lot of organizations, like chambers of commerces, there was always that first one, right? And so in the late 1800s, the first Convention and Visitors Bureau started in Detroit, Michigan. And
Wow.
that was to promote tourism and convention attraction for the city. And so after that, other cities kind of adopted, maybe we should start charging to kind of help for some of these expenses of having a meeting or a convention here. And so there's 400 convention and visitors bureaus across the country, and they're called different things. Some of them you may know, like we're talking about DMOs, destination marketing organizations, but visitor centers. Some are associated and affiliated with chambers of commerce, like ours is. We're the tourism division of the chamber. But ours started in 1982. So we started, oh gosh, nearly 40 years ago.
Wow.
And, if you recall, I mean, some of the history, the Greater Boise Auditorium District started in the late 50s. And then they built the first part of the Boise Center, which is now considered Boise Center West, in 1990. So around 1985, this whole downtown mixed use plan was adopted to redevelop the downtown. And originally, that area was marked for a mall. And so all of that kind of got changed. And within 5 years, this, really changed the future of what our downtown makeup is, and really bringing in and attracting business events to a downtown climate and keeping that vitality downtown. So we were there from the very beginning to kind of help promote, all types of meetings and events from around the country and world to Boise.
I'm glad you mentioned that because that center on the Grove has really been redeveloped. Um, the Clearwater building with the underground bus hub and the expansion of Boise Center East, that was a huge, huge investment, which is paid off. I don't even know. It's so great. They've right and they've increased the amount of convention space so we can take more people. What's that capacity now, and what was it 10 years ago?
Sure. Well, like I said, in 1990, the first building, which is now considered Boise Center West, that's the largest convention space out of the whole project there. But in 2016, they expanded to Boise Center East. So that's where the Clearwater, it's kind of known as the Clearwater building. It's all interconnected. That nearly doubled the capacity.
Wow.
And what it really enabled us to do as a community is sometimes attract two different types of events at the same time, or they can do the takeover of the whole building. And now we have something called the neighborhood. They could also connect the Idaho Central Arena. So it's the whole neighborhood there. So really the capacity depends on the type of program. Are they going to have a lot of trade show booths? What sizes do they need? Are they bringing in, what are their needs? What type of setup? But our real sweet spot, we love to have those 3 to 600 person events. We've hosted up to almost 2,000.
Wow.
And yeah, it just varies, and it depends on what type of event they want to have.
Okay. Well, now we can compete out there for those other larger conferences. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely.
let's talk a little bit about some upcoming events that you have going on. People may not know, but you guys support the hospitality industry as a whole. But more importantly, that those service workers who need some public recognition more than ever. Tell us about your upcoming Rose Awards and when that spawned and why you guys produced that event.
Absolutely. So it started 6 years ago. We're on our sixth annual. It's called the Rose Awards for short, recognition of service excellence. And it's coming up April 18th. It's a Monday evening at the Boise Center this year. We've been moving around to different venues, kind of showcasing and letting our venues kind of showcase what they have to offer. But more importantly, the reason to really that we started this was to really highlight those individuals that are on the front lines and some behind the scenes, but they're in the hospitality industry. They're in contact with our guests, and they're offering exceptional service, and we want to elevate that and showcase that and really make it a special evening for them. And it really is. It's just, if you haven't been, it's a wonderful, wonderful event, and it's a wonderful way of just saying thank you, especially now, right? I mean, everybody needs a little bit, that we have the service industry. Really is a large part of our workforce, and it's been a hard couple of years for them, and they're still doing it with a smile. And so that's what we want to do. And it's all different. If you go to boise.org, you can find the nomination form. That's what we're looking for right now. Our nominations, and it's everything from your bartender, your shuttle driver, your front desk, if you're going out to eat, your waiter, waitress, whoever you come in contact with, your retailer, any stores. We volunteers, if you have a volunteer you run in at the Morrison Center or through Shakespeare or any of these events, Twilight Criterium, any of the events that happen in town, it's a great opportunity to just say thank you and to highlight them.
I want to echo what you've said, Carrie, about those frontline people who are facing the public, right? That director of first impressions, I like to call it, for visitors and just regular local people enjoying a downtown experience or wherever they're at. And what Carrie and I love to do is recognize those folks on the front lines because they deserve it. And the employers that employ these folks, this is a great opportunity to give some public recognition to those folks that show up every day. They greet, they offer, they thank their customers. I was talking to Nate Brazier with Stinker Stores the other day, and he told me their new mission and vision is one person, one customer, one community. And I really love that. And it meant a lot to me when he said that to me.
I love that.
Okay, Rose Awards, go nominate people. On April 18th, 6 to 9 p.m. I've got the website scrolling at the bottom. It is a really nice event that you guys put on. It's polished. It's amazing. I love attending it. So, Carrie, what else do we have to look forward to on the sports side coming up in, I think, March, maybe?
Yes, we do. We have the Big Sky Conference. So the men's and women's basketball, that's returning to Boise. We're thrilled. I mean, they've really made this. They love Boise. They love it as much as we do. And so March 7th through the 12th, we'll be hosting that here right at Idaho Central Arena, right downtown. And they love that as well because then they can just disperse into the whole scene of restaurants and retail and you can really tell they're in town. You see their colors. And we were just at this point in time, I'm sure if you're watching, your chamber member, you may have seen in your newsletter, there was an offer from them. During the week, it's a great place for a lunch, really. I mean, you can bring your staff. It's a good team building activity. But that's when during the week, during the day, they have tons of games happening. And they'd love to have people cheering them on. So I think there was a 10% discount to chamber members. And yeah, they would love it.
How do we find the schedule?
I would say the best place to go right now is the Big Sky conference website. You can just Google in Big Sky and you'll be able to see. I don't know if it's out yet. I'd have to look and see if the times are out yet. But.
Okay, cool. That's exciting. Hey, what other things do we have to look for on the horizon in 2022 with y'all?
Well, we are doing for the first time. I mean, it was kind of difficult during the pandemic to do strategic planning, but we are going to be doing some strategic planning. Would love some community input. We'll be doing a survey coming up here leading into the strategic planning. It's going to be a 3-year plan for tourism and hospitality and kind of where we're going from here. So would love the general community's input. And if you see that survey, it's hopefully short and sweet, but if you see something come before you, we'd love to get some input on that as well.
Okay. Well, Carrie, I want to thank you for your time to help educate us a little bit more what the Boise Convention and Visitors Bureau impacts are on this community. I love working with you guys just a few doors down the road. You've got an amazing team with Andrew and Taylor and Shannon and Lucas and Rhonda. You guys are best in class. thanks for your efforts and keeping your shoulder to the wheel for this whole place.
Absolutely. We do. Thank you for acknowledging the team. It really does take the entire team, and I feel very fortunate with the team
Absolutely.
here. So thank
Okay.
you.
Have a great Friday and a great weekend, Carrie. Thank you.
You too. Bye.